Now it's the former Eagle. Didn't have too much success with him, though. It's DeMarco Murray. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. They go with Murray again. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Walker, the tight end, in motion. And the tight end goes in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. First carry for Thomas Rawls. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Benny Logan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Murray. And, oh, he spins past him and into space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They're going to look to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Oh, 2nd. 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 2
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom,
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be taken at the 10. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, that's Brooks. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's almost gotten to the point in the NFL where 3rd down is a throwing down, no matter what the distance. It just feels that way. So how about the discipline there by the defense? Understanding, reading their keys. They run the ball on 3rd down. They don't just handle it with technique and stay at home, but they become disruptors, actually getting back there, making a big play, big loss, and now they flip the balance of the field for their team.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st down, Murray looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a handoff looking right, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Sanders. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll drop to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wentz. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, Wentz. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown. the Eagles. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
It's complete to a new one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down, Rawls. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Over.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. They come out here in the I.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go. Green, 39. Watching that, Barney. Detroit. Watching that, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On third down. That's Brooks. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
No. Check. Patriots. Blue landing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Over.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a new one. And he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Good.
Back to throw. Newell's got it, complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll drop to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.